Back to school time is here. It's a busy, hectic time for many families, but it's also a busy, hectic time in the retail industry. In this morning's U.S. Bank Economic 360, U.S. Bank Vice President and Senior Portfolio Manager Mike Denneman talks with Business Courier publisher Jamie Smith about why this time of year is so important to the market. Gentlemen?
Thanks, Peg. Mike, thanks for being here.
Good morning.
So let's start with the basics.
Right.
Retail is important to our economy, right?
Very much so. Very much so. In fact, you know, just this past spring we talked about on this program how important it is. So we've got a very consumer-based economy. So knowing how much Americans are spending on cars and computers and clothing is a very good gauge of how our economy as a whole is doing. And unfortunately, it's been sort of a mixed bag so far this year. We started off very slow because of the weather, but then we didn't get the pop that we expected in the spring. So it's improved somewhat lately, but could really use a shot in the arm. And that's why there's so many eyes focused on what's happening this month.
Okay. So if retail is important, back to school's got to be an important part of the retail. Is that right? Very
important, and probably more important than most realize. I mean, when we think about retail in the U.S., naturally we think about the holiday shopping season, what happens between Black Friday and end of the year. But back to school is a very close second. It's now outpacing some of the more minor holidays. Mother's Day is still very big, Valentine's Day, Halloween very big, but back to school has now eclipsed all of them to the point where Americans will spend about $70 billion this year on back to school. That works out to $700 to $800 per family. So, you know, we're not just talking pencils and loose leaf anymore. I mean, these are laptops and iPads and, of course, a lot of clothing. So,
I was going to say fashion. You got to get the fashion.
Exactly. So if you're a retailer, it's a very important time of year for you. It's also a very important time for investors. If you're looking to buy a retail stock, you want a healthy company. So what happens during back to school plays a large part in that.
So, all right, so we're a little bit past mid-August now. What's it look like so far?
So far, there's been good news and bad news. The good news is that, of course, $700 per family is a really big number, and retailers love that. The bad news, though, is that that's not significantly higher than what we saw last year. So investors or retailers who are looking for a big jump probably aren't going to get it. Maybe more disappointing is that it looks like so far it's been a very sales-driven season, i.e. using promotions to get shoppers in the door. Great for volume, not so great for the bottom line.
Okay, well, I tried to help it out. I sent my daughter back to school this week, back to college, so I tried to help the economy by writing us checks.
We thank you for doing your part.
All right, thanks a lot for your insight. We appreciate it. Peg, back to you.
All right, thanks, gentlemen, and I have also done my part.